Hi there! So, welcome to Something Saturday again, and excuse the fact that I'm just gonna get that onto its little thingo. Oh, nope, that's not it. It's amazing how you have it all sorted out and then when it actually comes to doing the video, all of a sudden it's slightly different. Okay, so today I thought I would show you something again from this catalogue. Unfortunately, because we haven't got to the date of the release of the catalogue, which is the 3rd of August, I think it is, I can't actually show you inside the catalogue, but I can show you the catalogue itself. So, however, I can show you what I have bought. And, oh, bother it, catalogue just fell over. Hang on a minute, let's put that onto the other side. There we go. Can't fall on me now. So this one here, it's called the Pretty Pillow Box dies, and these are the dies that you get in it. So you get one that cuts out the pillow box. These are two of the pillow boxes that I have currently made up, and they're just little, they're very cute. They're that size compared to my hand, so you could stuff something in it, you know, jewelry, money. I'm pretty sure most people quite like having money. I'm going to pop those to one side anyway. So that is what happens when you run the main die through. Now, as you run the main die through, these three pieces here, let me just show you this, will actually sit directly into there, and you can run the whole thing through at once and it cuts it. So this little one here has used this one here, this one is that set up, and then this one here, if you notice it has a couple of little holes in it, is this set up here. So I'm just gonna pop that back onto there. I figured you probably didn't need to see me actually cutting today, so you're not going to. For want of a better way of putting it, I have pre-cut, and I thought I would show you just a couple of little things that you can do with this. Admittedly, they are all the boxes, but they are boxes slightly differently. So they're boxes, but I know what I'm going on about. So the first thing I wanted to say is when you cut it out, you'll notice that this one actually has a little bit of the end missing. That's because I wanted to be able to fit it onto a piece of A4 cardstock 4 times. So I cut myself a quarter piece of A4 cardstock, which is 10.5 centimeters by 14.8 centimeters, and I decided that I could probably live without part of the curve on one side, so that I could get 4 of them out of a sheet of A4 rather than only, you know, 2. So I'm a little bit of a picky person when it comes to the amount of cardstock that I use personally. Although in my classes I don't mind if people use more cardstock, because I make them take home their mistakes. Anyway, moving on from that. So I thought I would show you this one first of all. So this one I've gone ahead and I've cut out, as I cut it, I've cut these 2 pieces out, and then I've actually gone ahead and folded it all, and folded it down like that, and drawn in just with a pencil the 2 lines there, and then I've undone it like this, popped it back on, and run it through the big shot again just to cut those 2 so that they then coordinate together. I'm hoping that in a moment it will definitely coordinate together. So then what I thought I could do is we could actually have this one as one that you can open like this. And somewhere around here I have this ribbon, which, oh my gosh, I think this is absolutely gorgeous. You would not believe how soft this is unless you're actually feeling it, and then you go, wow, how soft is that? So let's just poke it through this way and poke it through this way and pull it through a little bit. We will just chop it off about there and hope that's going to be enough. And if it's not, we go, bother it, why didn't I cut enough? Okay, so I was kind of figuring that if here we go. If I poke that through and you do the same with this side, then I can just take that and make it so it's even. And we can just do a little bow, maybe. There we go. Come on, we can do this. Now, you get the drift. Anyway, so then you can push the sides up and down and shake it all around. I was thinking that what I was going to do with the sides of this is I'm actually going to pop them, glue them in place. This could be a really bad idea, but I'm hoping it's not going to be. And in fact, I may need to actually push something down there just to hold it in place until it does set. That hasn't worked. How am I going to do that? I obviously don't practice this ahead of time. Just in case anyone was under any illusion that I might happen to do so. So funny, my last video, somebody I was chatting to after it, she said, when you chose those circles, I thought, no Heather, don't choose those circles, that won't work. And then at the end of it, it looked pretty good actually. I said, yes, I was quite surprised that it came out well too. Always amuses me. So then we can just pop that one down as well. So potentially you could glue them both in place and then have it so that the recipient can just open it up like this. And in fact, you know, duh, that would have been a much better way of holding it in place, wouldn't it? Well, you know what? Learn from my mistakes. Let's just pop a bit of glue onto this side as well and just do that. And then the person who gets it is going to go, why the heck isn't this pillow box opening? But there we go. So that way you could actually put things in there and have it as a little box going that way. And I am gonna just do my bit of persuasion work. I now have slightly sticky fingers, excellent. Let's pop the lid back on there and put it down there. All right. So there we go, we get the drift. There's that one. All right. Then I was thinking that, you know, you might want to make this box up and it's for a bloke. And really, are they going to be interested in little pretty bits like that? I think probably not, based on my husband and my kids. So where I was going to go with this one was that you could actually just stick it there. So we stick like this and we go like this. And you know what I probably should have done first of all was actually shown you how to fold the box. But you know, hey, I'm doing things Heather way. So then you could have a, oops, maybe tuck that one in first then. So you could actually have a fairly plain looking box and just decorate that up with something mannish. Not quite sure what at the moment. I didn't actually plan that part of it. I just figured that I should show you that you can tuck it inside rather than having to have it on the outside. Okay, so how are you going to fold your box in the first place? This probably would have been the first thing that I should have shown you, but hey, it's me and I didn't. So you will notice as it cuts it out, it also gives you all these score lines. So what I do is I take it like this and I give it its first fold, and then this one here, and you give it that fold. And then what I've done is I've actually curled this slightly. So you take your bone scorer and you literally just run it like that, so it ends up with just that slight curve on it, because it's actually quite difficult to fold these lines if it doesn't have the curve on it. So you just adding it like that. Okay, so then you can just go around like that and fold those lines. As you do it, you'll notice that the paper just wants to curl up as you do it. That's why I said it's actually a lot easier if the paper is very slightly curved in the first place. So do you see how I'm curling it round like that to get it to curve in the first place? And we'll go down there. Little bit fiddly, but it's good that it does all the sort of like hard yard for you to begin with in the scoring of it. And there we go. So then you have that. And so this one, I thought I would show you something with some of the other pieces. So as you notice, oops, you have these pretty flowers, and you've got this one here and this one, and then you've got a little tag. So what are we going to do, Heather? Oh, how exciting. Let's just go ahead and attach this down. Just a little bit to that. So we will just do this. So obviously this one is going to open on the sides. Hopefully that's stuck. Near enough. Thank goodness Tombow doesn't take too long to stick. We go there and we go there. So that's why it's really important that you actually make sure that all the fold lines are actually folded before you start doing anything else, because you're going to have a heck of a job once you've got it stuck in the middle to actually then try and fold these sideline bits. So what I thought I could do with this one is actually make it into like a little handbag. So this one here I've taken and I've scored it down the middle of it. What I did to do that was I popped it onto my grid paper. Did you know that you can actually buy this grid paper? It is a Stampin' Up stock item, and yeah, you can buy it through me. Woohoo! So what I've done is I've lined it up with that, and then I've looked and gone, okay, well, you know what, it goes from there to there, so then halfway point is here. So I've gone ahead, popped my ruler on there and used my bone scorer just to score down through the middle so that I can then fold it in half, and it's not far off half actually. By the time it's on, you won't really know any difference anyway. So then I thought I would use a bit of this, and as I say, we're going to create like a handbag effect with it. So I think, and I figured this would be kind of cute on a Christmas tree. You know how it's nice to sort of like hang prezzies on your tree sometimes. So we're going to do a, sounds like somebody might be coming home from work, maybe my oldest child, Ben. All right, so let's stick that down into the middle of there first of all. So I don't want it to show the join anywhere other than, well, I don't actually want the join to show, so that's why I'm doing it this way. So then we just add a little bit more glue around the sides. Oh, come on, in you go. And then we're going to pop that down onto there. You'll see that it actually echoes really nicely what's already there. So I'm just going to hold that in place for a moment and hope that it sticks, which I know it will stick, but you know, it's just the weight. So yeah, that's quite cute. And then, oh, I was going to sort of attach that onto there. That was really not terribly bright that I didn't actually think of doing that in the first place. Okay, well, there you go. I can do it like this. So I can just take it and so I could either just tie it on, or I could do what I'm going to do, which is where I take it like this, and I do this, and then I just don't know that this is actually going to work. Hang on a minute. Oh yes, it is. Thank goodness for that. I suddenly thought I'd been ultra stupid and not quite done it right. So yeah, you could have it like that, and you could have your little note saying happy birthday, Merry Christmas, whatever else there might be to celebrate. So then you've got lots of other pieces, so potentially that could go that way. I did have a thought with this one as well, in that you could actually do two of them and wrap them round the middle. You could potentially have like, and you know what, I'm actually going to just cut a couple of them and we'll try it. So give me one moment, I will be back. Let's pick some blue. Ooh, nice. Okay. What have we got? On. Uh-oh. Sorry, I know I'm out of the frame and didn't actually plan this bit. I kind of do plan it a little bit, you know. There's a certain amount of planning goes into it. Just in case you're wondering. Oh, there's one. And I'll just do another one, because this might look actually kind of good on the men's one that I was doing there. And there's the other part. So now I've got two of those. Let's give it a go, shall we? How about that's that side. I am thinking that we might be able to put just a little hole on either side. Let's find something to punch a hole into it with. About that one, that looks good. Oh, yikes. This would be good if I actually managed to get the hole in the right place. All right, got a couple of holes there. And then, sorry, I'll come back to that one in a minute. Got distracted. Where's my scissors gone to? There they are. 1, 2. So because these are quite straight, what I'm actually going to do is just curl them a little bit, because I don't really need them quite as straight as that when they go round. Oh, in you go. In you go. Let's tie one side together. And let's do the other side. And judging by this, obviously you can do the holes a little lower. However, it was a bit of a trial run, so I think, yeah. Let's just pop my nail into that. So possibly what I should have done with this was actually worked out how big I needed it to be and then cut my holes rather than just winging it. But it's kind of one of those things that you get the drift of it. So I just wondered whether that might be kind of a nice little sort of belly band type thing going around the men's one, and potentially you could use it and write their name on that. Just a thought there. Back to this one, back to my little handbag. So we could decorate the handbag up. I have got somewhere, let's find a door bar, and let's colour one of these in a little bit. There's a bit of scrap paper. Oh, there's some scrap paper, excellent. I just thought it might be nice if they're not quite so pink. I'm sure other people would go, oh no, I like pink, but I'm not a massive fan of pink, I will admit. I'm a blue, greeny sort of coloured fan. So I was wondering about maybe putting a couple of them there or down here. I don't know. Maybe actually just putting one there and maybe one on the other side. Okay, we'll forget about that part. However, there you go. There is a whole heap of different bags that you can make up with it. So, but how cute would that be, just to hang it on a tree, or you know, that's like a little gift that you would give to somebody. So there you go. That is using the new Pretty Pillow Box dies that will be available on the 4th of August, which is not that far. No, August, 3rd or 4th of August. Oh goodness, Heather, get with the program. Thank you so much for joining me, and if you've got any questions, let me know. I'd love to have comments on my videos, so please do comment and share the love. All right, and I will see you next week. Bye.